awesome. So voiceover in anime and voiceover in general, you really don't, it's a very small percentage of people that can survive doing voiceover and that's all they do. Like I don't just do voiceover, I do film production, I do videography and things like that. I have a film company and such that I'll talk about later. I do those other things. I'm very, very blessed and fortunate and very grateful for the fact that I'm able to survive in this industry doing that. Because honestly, I got about 2 brain cells. I can't do anything else. I got 3. I didn't want to be cocky. I got 3. But normally you're supposed to have like millions, just in case you're wondering how many brain cells. You're like, that's a cocky man. 3 brain cells? You're supposed to have more than that. But no, I can't do anything else because I love it so much. It's a passion of mine, and if it's your passion, then put the work into it and put the effort and focus on it and go after it because it'll happen. There's someone in this room right now who I met a couple years ago, and she did these gorgeous, beautiful drawings. And I looked at those drawings and I assumed, I'm like, surely you have a business of this and you're selling these drawings and you're using your talents to sustain your living. And she said, no, it's just a hobby. And I got so mad at her. Like, they had to arrest me. There was only 1 broken rib. No, I just got mad at her because I was like, hey, you have this talent. You have this skill and you were saving it for yourself and let the world have it. So now she is doing that and she's very successful and she's competing at a professional level. And it's because it's her passion. And it wasn't just it was a dream, but it was more than a dream. It was something deeper than that she was able to tap into and persevere to make it happen, and she did. And so that's what I suggest. If there are people that want to go to culinary school or do whatever you want to do, just you focus on it and you do it. I mean, my mother, for instance, who's from Vietnam, English was her 3rd language. So she came over here. She spoke French first, then Vietnamese, then she spoke English. Not very easy for her over in America. She came over at the age of 17 with $20 in her pocket and she worked at a sweatshop. So she wanted to be a doctor. And so she worked her way through waiting tables, through being, working in the sweatshops, waiting tables, saving that money. I came along and messed everything up. But she still saved her money, paid her way through medical school, and now she's one of the top doctors in the nation. Because she focused, and that's what she wanted to do, and she followed those dreams. So that's what I would say to you. So voice acting is one aspect of my career. Another aspect is theater. I did theater for a very long time, and I got my start in that when I was 10 years old. I played a singing, dying cowboy in Westward Ho. And I remember walking across the stage and dying, like right in the middle of the thing, and that was my scene, but I loved it so much, I wanted to keep going, and I've played anything from wizards to knights to the leading man to the villain to a ghost, a gay ghost. And I've played, there's been a little, the craziness on stage. I won't guys see there are children in here, I won't go into it. But I've done all these different things on stage, so I've had that aspect of my career, and I had a theater company that I produced theater for a while, so that was another avenue. It's all about hustling, too. It's about making it happen and hustling in this business, because the minute you think, I know people that are leading roles at Broadway right now, and they're still out there auditioning. And I know, like, Vic Mignogna comes, he talks about, man, I gotta book this next thing, and da-da-da. So even the Mignogna! We may call him later. Well, now I won't. I'm about to go boo!
Travis also! Call Travis!
No, he's a good guy. He's Travis might still be, I wonder if did he make it to Anime Vegas? Because I know they were just doing a project in Tokyo, motion capture project. But anyway, so theater was something that I did for a long time, and I love it. That's a great way to work your muscles. People that are looking to get out there and act, community theater, whatever, get out there and train those muscles. And then there was another aspect of my career with film, commercials and industrials and things like that.
Barney.
This is a reel that so I've done a lot of different dubious projects in film. Most of my film projects are pretty bad. And not like bad A, I mean like, it's bad. They're not all like that, I'm kidding. And it's mostly because of my performance. But I will show you what I'm talking about. This is, what you just saw earlier is an anime reel. And it's what you give to an agent along with your resume and your headshot. So what you do is there are two types of resumes typically. This is my talent resume here. Give me 1 second, let me blow this business up. Fill the page. Release the resume. Okay.
Nuts.
This is, I don't know if you guys can see this. So this is a typical resume. It lists your height, your hair color, your weight, your eyes. Don't list your age range. Don't list your age. You list your age range. So you say you can play 18 to 28. If an agent or somebody asks you what your direct age range is, that's a no-no. They're not supposed to do that. And you look at them and you say, I'm 18 to 28. That's what I had to do. Like, how old are you? I'm 18 to 28. I didn't get the part because I think she thought I was mouthing off. But that's okay. So you put your film and television stuff here. I've put some things there. Just some various roles that I've done. You put the title of the project. You can put the character name, but it's more important for them to see whether it was a lead role, supporting role, and extra role, because without that, they're not going to know who Andrew is in Fissure. I can't even remember. I gotta look. Okay, you're not going to remember who Andrew is in Fissure, so they want to know how big was your role in that project. Below that is our commercials and industrials. Kind of the same thing, whether it's regional or principal, regional or national, whether it's a principal role, supporting role, similar thing. There's print work on here, some of the voiceover. Ling from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, for instance.
Ling! Future breed!
Not speaking English. And let's see, there are a couple other things on there. Then
300.
you've got stage, some of the stage work is on there. So it's just filling out the resume. If you don't have much of a resume, that's okay. You write an agent with your letter of intent, and you say, hey, I'm looking to build up my resume, I'm looking for representation. I don't have a lot of experience, but I'd love to get some. It shows the agent that you are taking it seriously. Because a lot of times, and this will go along with the stuff I'm going to play, a lot of times people want to get in the business, but they don't know how hard it is. It is only recently, I've been in voice acting for 5 years, but it's only recently that I've been kind of joining the Full Metal team and things like that. Those roles, it took time. I had to build up, and get to a certain level, and it takes time.
From Soul
For instance, Johnny Depp. Everyone thinks he's always been a superstar. He was in the business 20 years before he got, Jack Sparrow. His first role was Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yes.
Running my little Freddy Krueger claws on the piping,
Chalkboard.
Freddy Krueger. Okay, so that is that. That's a resume. Now, what you also send in with your resume is you want to send in your headshot.